and Jeff sat by themselves at lunch as usual. After Courtney excused herself and came back from the restroom, she found Jeff scrambling, trying to get up, and Jordan, the school bully, taking their lunch. As Courtney helped Jeff up, she saw Jordan laughing on the other side of the room. Now that their lunch was gone, they got a little snack from the vending machine. At the end of the day, Courtney and Jeff were very eager to get home. When they were dismissed, they ran out, hoping they wouldn't bump into Jordan. When they got home safely, they told their parents and decided to tell their counselor the next day. Chances are that your children or child is bullied because 25% of American students claim to be bullied once a day. Bullying needs to be reduced because it is getting out of hand and is starting to lead to suicide. Bullying must end, and if we continue to ignore this issue, it will become worse. Bullying is a bigger issue than you think and needs to be terminated. Because parents are not trained to be able to handle bullying, students and schools deal with bullying by following in an anti-bullying program, performing peer mediation, and by making schools safe. For instance, Professor Youngshin Kim analyzed and discovered that victims are 5.6 times more likely to try or think about suicide. Shin's discovery shows that students shouldn't even have to think about attempting suicide. Therefore, bullying should be stopped for the sake of other people's lives. Additionally, author Jodi Blanco nearly committed suicide because she was being bullied throughout elementary school and high school. Now she travels around the country teaching students about the penalties of bullying. Jodi's teachings are helping students realize that she has been through this and they can survive through the experience. They just have to choose the choice of living or dying. Moving on, schools in many states have tried to address the issue of bullying by adopting anti-bullying plans. However, can these plans really stop school bullying? I'm pretty sure not, because bullies usually never follow these anti-bullying initiatives. Schools will have to try new strategies on dealing with bullying. It is really getting out of hand. 11 students, 13 to as young as 9, have committed suicide from April 2009 through 2010. Astonishingly, a Christian group called Focus on the Family is against anti-bullying efforts and thinks that their anti-gay message is more significant than bullying. Their anti-gay message may be important, but any kind of bullying is just as important. Elizabeth J. Mayer found in her research that most teachers hesitate to stop homophobic and sexual harassment because they do not have straightforward encouragement from their administrators. Teachers should have the support to stop things like that and shouldn't be afraid. It is hard to believe that a Christian group, of all groups, would be against anti-bullying programs. I don't know any Christians that would ever take a stance like that. Furthermore, students can try peer mediation to help deal with bullies. Peer mediation is when the victim and the bully have a conversation to work things out with each other, also accompanied by an adult, like a school counselor. I would probably go to the disciplinarian, says Gakita Hill, who is a peer mediator at St. Bernard High School. She likes how peer mediation helps students resolve problems maturely. This is a safe solution because it will not result in fighting or a devastating ending. Peer mediation may work and may not, depending on how the students behave and their willingness to listen to each other. Although peer mediation may not work, it would be better to use it than to fight the whole time. Overall, we need to make schools safer for students that get bullied. If bullying doesn't go, students will, since they will commit suicide. Bullying will not only give schools poor business because parents wouldn't want their children to go to such a dangerous school, but it will also be the death of many students. Therefore, by getting rid of bullying, schools environment safer for students. The safety of students should always come first in a school. Because of this, schools must demolish bullying. In conclusion, bullying needs to be abolished. Because it is not ended yet, students and schools have to deal with bullying by following anti-bullying programs, performing peer mediation, and by making the school safer. Students will be happier and more focused if bullying is stopped. Bullying is an issue that should be looked into more deeply. I hope we can bring bullying to an end together and forever.